Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me for my Happy Day series. Happy Day series is all about using items we have in our stash, and today I'm using this cute little stamp set from Bo Bunny. It's called Monsters. Now today I'm also doing a collaboration video with KWarner. Now Karen is at KWarner Studios, and so we both have the same stamp set, and we're going to be making a card. This stamp set only has one sentiment, so I'm grabbing this stamp set for my stash. It's from my favorite things. It's Jungle Friends, and I really like the sentiment that says only the best friends are there when things get scary. I thought that'd make a cute little Halloween card. Okay, now again, you need to check out what Karen is creating using the same stamp set, and I have an extra one here. I want to do a giveaway. This is my very first giveaway and my very first collaboration, and so I thought this would be fun to give away. Now the rules for the giveaway are you have to be a subscriber. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe today. Hopefully you'll stick around. And then also you need to leave a comment below, and then also you need to leave a comment on my blog. And I'll leave links below to my blog and to Karen's channel, and so that way it's easy to hop over. Now also, the giveaway is only valid for today, September 21st, and then tomorrow, which is Friday, September 22nd. And so make sure you leave a comment here and then on my blog. And I'll announce the winner on my next Happy Day series. So let's make a card. Okay, I have a piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to cut out a panel using my stitched rectangle die. Now I cut that out, and I like the stitched edging on my panel. So also from my stash, very, very old chevron embossing folder, I'm going to emboss that white cardstock there. And love the way that looks. I love the dimension that it gives. And so we're going to set that aside. Now next, I'm going to grab, this is my card base, just standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card base. I'm going to grab my mat here, and then I have some Twisted Citron Distress ink. Love this ink because it's like a neon green, perfect for Halloween. Kind of reminded me of slime when I saw it, so that's what inspired this card. Now you can see I just went around the edges of my card base with that, just so it would peek out behind my panel there. So we'll set that aside. Now for my sentiment, I have a piece of white cardstock here, and I'm going to shade in this cardstock. This is where I'm going to stamp my sentiment. So just lightly going over that, and then I'm just going to use my spray bottle and mist that. It didn't do too much, but it lightened it just a hair. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my mini Misty, place that in there, and then I'm going to grab my sentiment. And again, this sentiment is so cute. It says only the best friends are there when things get scary. So we'll place that on there, and then I'm going to stamp using my Versamark ink. Ink that up really good, and then I'm going to go on top of that with some white embossing powder. This is Glacier White Embossing Powder by Nuvo. And you can do this before you do your distress ink, but I just saved me a step from having to wipe that off. So now I went ahead and heat set that, and I trimmed it down. So that's our sentiment. So cute. Okay, now we need to stamp our little images for our card. Now I love the big monsters in this one, but I really like the little itty bitty monsters. I think they look so fun. Oh, I did want to tell you. Now this is a less expensive stamp set. Sorry guys, but it's rubber stamps. It's not photopolymer. So what I do when I have a photopolymer stamp, I stamp it with my Versamark first, and then I go over with the ink that I'm using. I'm going to use I can never say that. My Memento Tuxedo Black ink, because I'm going to color in these guys with my alcohol markers. So a little tidbit, since these are rubber stamps that you want to use your Versamark to kind of season it first. So there's my images. So cute, so happy, happy little monsters. Now I'm going to use my Spectrum Noir alcohol markers to color these guys in. I sped up the coloring pretty fast, but I did leave it in there so you guys could just see what they look like. Now for these monsters, I decided to go with some pretty bright and crazy vivid colors. So I'm still getting the hang of shading with my Spectrum Noir markers, but these images were fairly small, and I think I'm getting a hang of it. I still have a tendency to go, I noticed that these markers are pretty juicy, and so they kind of bleed outside my lines. But I think I had a control on them with these images. Okay, now I'm going to ground my little monsters here. So I'm taking some Hickory Smoke Distress ink. I added a little bit to my acrylic block, and then using my water pen, I'm just going to kind of shade underneath my monsters. That way they're not floating in the air. And they look so cute. Love those guys. Okay, I have a square rectangle die. I'm going to cut out my little image there, kind of shrink it a little bit, and then I'm going to place my sentiment where it needs to go. Now I want my little image to be right in the center of my card base, so I kind of placed it on top there. I added a piece of foam tape to my sentiment, and then I'm going to just place it as if the monsters are standing on it. Okay, I'm going to add another piece at the end because I'm going to add more foam tape behind there. But first we're going to add some black twine. I doubled it up, and I'm just going to tie a bow on the bottom there. I'm going to trim off the ends a little bit, and then I'm going to flip that over and then add the rest of my foam tape. But I'm not going to remove the backing yet, but I just wanted to prep this piece because I'm going to be doing something kind of pretty messy. And I wanted to be really careful. So here I have some Ranger liquid pearls. I've had them for a long time, and I love the shine that this is. And the green liquid pearls here kind of reminded me of slime, so that's where I kind of figured it would be really cute to add this to the top of the card. So I'm just taking 3 different colors. I have like a purple fuchsia almost, and then I have like a teal green, and then the neon green. And I'm just creating little drops. It's actually not dripping. I'm actually making it look like a drip. So it's pretty easy to do, guys. I was just going to use the green, but then I thought, oh, pretty colorful. Why not do all 3? Now here's where I'm going to remove the backing carefully. I would suggest you guys letting you can even use your crystal drops to do this, but I would suggest letting it dry really good first. Now I'm going to make some eyeballs. Now how I do this is this is Simply White Nouveau crystal drops. I add that to where I want it to go, and then I go on the top with some Ebony Black Nouveau crystal drops, and I place the black parts as if they're looking up at the slime. I thought that was be so cute, almost as if the slime was going to fall on them. So, and if you don't have black and white crystal drops, I think if you had some of those squiggly eyes, it'd work just as well. I just placed that panel on top of my card base, and then giving those monsters a little shimmer, I'm going in with my Wink of Stella, and that's my card for, oh no, I did add a brad. I went through my stash and I have my brads. I haven't used brads forever, so I thought it'd be perfect time to use them. So I just took a brad here, but I'm going to remove the backing off of it. The little prongs that are on the back, and they're easy to do. You just wiggle them back and forth and they pop right off. So I'm going to do that to both of those, and then just put a few of my dimensional adhesive dots behind it, and I'll place that in the center of my bow. And then that's my card. Don't forget, I'll leave a link below to where you can go visit KWarner Studios to check out the card that she made using the stamp set. And I hope you all enter the giveaway. I look forward to hearing your comments from, remember, from here and then also from my blog. I wish you a fantastic, lovely day, and if you're new and want to see more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You could win a prize. Also at the end there's 2 more videos you might want to check out with my Happy Day series using what's in your stash. We'll see you again. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.